We will talk about the help that's on hand here in Dorset in just a moment. But first, on that theme, we can talk to Abby Parker. No stranger to this show. You might remember last year she had this terrible ordeal when she lost her home in a fire, and we followed her over the course of the year as she got back on her feet. She's now vowing to help others in need, setting up a new food project which hasn't opened yet but is already seeing demand outstrip supply. She joins me on the line now. Abby, good morning.
Good day, Steve. Nice to talk to you again.
Good day. I like that. Go on then. So tell me about this, the idea that you have, this food for thought.
Yeah, it's a follow-on from what we did last year when we released the Lifeline leaflet to get people help. So obviously this year we're all dealing with food crisis across the board. So we're being very, very proactive locally to make sure we get those resources to our local residents. It's a project that's moved very quickly. We literally had a conversation about this in October, and things have speeded ahead really quickly to the point that we're launching on the 9th of January, which is great.
Oh, great. And is this somehow different to some of the various pantries that we've seen kind of popping up, on the food banks?
Yeah, I mean, this is an add-on service. It's not in replace of. So we already have the food bank. They always need contributions from people at the supermarkets. We've got a community pantry which deals with local waste and gets that redistributed. Our particular project, we have partnered with FareShare, which is one of the UK's biggest charities fighting hunger and food waste. And what it means is we've been able to get this mobile pantry to come every week from the 9th of January, and they'll be there for an hour and a half. It's going to be based at St Mark's School, and we're accessing the families and the children first because there's a great need there, obviously, from the data we've been given from the council. So it's all kind of developed along from that, and we're being, really proactive and making sure all the kids in our area get fed, basically.
Yeah, and there is enough kind of surplus food that you can source in and around Swanage, is there?
Well, the good thing about the FareShare model is it comes from the supermarkets all around the UK.
Right.
So it doesn't interrupt the services we have with the food bank and the community pantry. It's completely separate to that. So that's really good. And it's dealing with the problem of food waste, because there's 2 million tonnes of good to eat food that goes to waste each year across our farm and food industry. So we'd love to change that and encourage the government to, support us in getting help to the farmers and the growers to, instead of it going into the ground, it can go into hungry tummies.
Well, good luck with it. So January the 8th, did you say starts?
It's January the 9th, Monday, January the 9th, from 9:30 till 11. And we're just targeting the schools at first, but hopefully as we go through the year, we can get another van, which it seems like that's coming, and just keep expanding it till we make sure everybody's covered. Yeah.
Outstanding. Well, we'll keep talking because that's an interesting idea. And how are you doing? Because the last time I saw you was about this time last year. I think one of our listeners wanted to give you a Christmas present, and I was tasked with driving it down to your new digs in Swanage. Actually, no, it might have even been, we spoke earlier this year because somebody offered to pay for your new carpet. So are you still in that little flat there? Is it home now?
Yeah, well, it's really interesting that we're doing this call today because this is the date I moved into this new flat last year. So it's a real full circle moment for me. And obviously a lot has happened in that year. And obviously I was so touched to get that present from Margaret. And as you said, a wonderful gentleman locally helped me with my carpet. So I've not been on concrete floors. I've got a nice cozy home for this Christmas. Right. So it's all moving well forward, and I'm just trying to turn my situation into a positive and help other people because it's about us at the end of the day, people helping people. Yeah. Nice
to talk to you again, Abby. Stay in touch. Abby Parker from Swanage, setting up that Food for Thought scheme launching early next year. And as I say, we first spoke to Abby last year when she found herself on sort of benefits after the home that she was living in burnt down. It was dreadful, and some of you heard her story and wanted to help out. She said Margaret with the Christmas present this time last year, and somebody offering to pay for carpet for her new flat.